Good afternoon, everybody. Beautiful day outside today, even though it is still a bit cold in the house. Outside it's nice and light and sunny. We are going to continue with the portion of tisa. We have from 1721, which isn't too many. And amongst it, we actually have pretty fun ones. That should be cool. So the first one, number 17, what did God command Moshe when he went back up the mountain? And once again, something to do with the tablets, which is why that's in the shape of the tablets. Okay, it's not really difficult to cut out, but it might be a little bit challenging for younger children. Not too bad. And other than that, it's pretty straightforward. You just cut around the dark lines, fold on the dotted lines, glue the side which has instructions onto the folder, and write your answer inside the minute book. That's what these are called, minute books. So let us write over here, question number 17. And let's attach this on. Okay. And once again, the rest of it goes into our garbage pile. Now this one, number 18, we can't really put a fit over here, so we're going to have to turn the page anyway. So your children can use the bottom of the page here to decorate or add other things they want to add. 18 is commandments connected to God's covenant with the Israelites. Now over here, we have one of these multi-lift-the-flap books. Also not very complicated. First, you cut around all of the solid lines on the outside. You fold on the dotted line, first dotted line, and then further out you can see it better. We do it over here. You then fold on the inside dotted lines, the ones that are over here. You can see. Like this, we can actually see where we're folding it on. Doesn't really make a difference since it's just folding. Okay, and now we cut along these solid lines to lift the flaps. And each one of those flaps gives a little bit of a clue as to what the commandment was. And when your child lifts the flap, they can write inside what the answer is. Now, in order to make it so that this stays closed, we're going to put some glue underneath this top part over here, underneath it, so that it glues onto the bottom part. And then when you lift the flap, it only lifts up the flap of that specific one. So let's first glue it over here. And then we will glue it onto our folder. Okay, now since this is a actually maybe we'll put another page. Let's see. That would be a cool thing. Yes, it does fit over here perfectly. So I'm going to glue it onto the page beforehand. I was just looking at it in the wrong direction. That's why it's sometimes helpful to cut out all the activities beforehand, fill them in, put them together, and then don't forget to number them, obviously. And then try seeing how they fit in, because you can get a more spatial idea of how they fit in on the page. Okay, and we're going to write over here, question number 18. There we go. And as you can see, we have a lift the flap book right over here, and underneath each flap, your children would write what their answer is. Okay, question number 19, very simple, straightforward one. What warning did God give the Israelites for when they entered the land of Canaan, and why? And so once again, very straightforward. We just cut around. Fold on the dotted lines that are in the middle. Let's see the dotted lines right over here. And then you put the glue on the back, and your child would fill it in. Decorate anything else they want to do to increase their creativity. Oh, we're almost getting to the end of this glue. Look at that. Yeah, that's something you should always have on hand. Lots of glue. Okay. And let's write question number 19 over here so we don't forget. Okay. Next one is also a relatively simple one. Just the shape is a little bit different, but that's okay. Very easy shape to cut. Now, if your child has better ideas of what to make for a cover, they can always just color it on a different piece of paper, draw on a different paper, and glue it on top. I won't be insulted. I'll be happy for them that they're using their creativity. That's what this is all about. Making kids learn for the sake of creativity. And when they do that, they tend to remember much better. Now, you fold it in half, right on the dotted line. So you can get any more glue out of here. I don't think so. So we're going to take the next one. This one's going to go to the garbage. Here. And we have another glue. But I know now this is my last glue. I should probably next time I go to the store, buy some more. I've actually seen some people, especially in homeschool houses, but also in other places, where they have a whole caddy right on hand to the desk that they use for teaching the children and or working with children, arts and crafts place. And on that caddy, they have everything they could possibly want, whether it's glue, paint, magic markers, everything at a hand's grasp. Okay, the next one is an interactive storyboard. It will take a little bit more room, so we're going to use a new page, and we'll put the partial dessert on the one beforehand. So this is what we call an interactive storyboard. Basically, you have the pictures of what happened. You have the characters that you would cut out and laminate with the tape. And then, or with lamination. And then you glue on the pictures in order. You have a little pocket over here. There's the pocket over here that you make to keep the figures in so that you don't lose them. And then your child can take the figures out and tell the story. Of course, after they color it in and make it look beautiful, etc., etc. Now let me just see over here. I do have my bigger tape, so I just put it into a bag before the Sabbath so that I can clean up in here. Let me just throw it out. So we can do the lamination. Okay, so this is the first one. Let's glue it on. And then this is the second one. Now this is telling us the story of, she knows something. No, we can do it, it's okay. This is telling us the story of the Egel, the golden calf, the sin of the golden calf. Okay, I'm gonna glue this on over here. Now we're gonna have to move this over a little. Didn't really stick yet, so that's good. We're going to cut it down a little bit so we fit it all into the one page. Put some more glue here. Now, as you see, even I, when I'm doing it, sometimes see, oh, maybe this works better. So then I just change it, and I do it like that. And it's perfectly fine to change it and do it like that. That's the whole idea of using your creativity. I'm not giving you preset workbooks. I'm giving you ideas for creativity. Okay, now comes the third picture. So if you see it doesn't quite fit, you can cut it down a little bit. Nothing will happen. I won't be insulted again. It all has to work for you because you're the one who's doing it, you and your children. here. That's the third one. And we have our little character over here. This is one character. And then let's continue over here. Take the next picture. The next picture. This we're going to laminate soon, so I'm putting it aside here. Gluing this in over here. Okay. And then 2 more pictures. Some of them depict a very gory picture, but I try not to make it too gory. Okay, there's another one. And here is the last picture. Now, as you read the Parsha from the Bible, you can actually reenact these things with them using this little storyboard. That's the whole purpose of it. Okay. Now, if you want, you can space these out more even than I did. It's not a big deal. Let's make a little pocket for our characters so we don't lose them. And if you have a better way of making a pocket, that's also fine. These are all just suggestions and giving you guidelines and giving you ideas. But the idea is for you and your children to be creative. Okay, this over here. And then we only put glue on these little flaps so that it attaches on. Any place where you have space on your page. Right, I'm going to put it right over here because I tend to have a little space here. And then I'm going to cut out the second character, which is Moshe Rabbeinu, holding the tablets. Okay, and then I'm just going to laminate them. And this is, once again, my makeshift lamination. I don't really feel like taking out my whole lamination kit just for those 2 little pieces. Let's take this character, put him over here. Let's take this second character and put him over here. Then let's cut it right like this. So let's fold it in half so both sides are covered. Okay, there's one, here's the other, and then you can cut it in the middle so you can separate between them. You can also cut around it so it makes it look more even and nicer. The idea is just to protect them so they can get lots of use. And he goes into one pocket, and he goes into the same pocket. Because we only made one pocket. There you go. Put them to sleep, to bed. I'm just being silly of here. Okay, so that was number 21. And 22 we're going to put back in here just to save another page, but you don't have to. You could go over to the next page. And this is the Parsha dessert, the dessert that I used to make every single week with my kids. Something had to do with the Parsha. Sometimes they would help me. Sometimes it was a riddle that they had to guess. So you can do whatever works better for you. If your children like to have the riddles and the game of finding out what it has to do, then that's great. They like to be in on the secret and then maybe just have their father or something figure it out. That's also fine. Or maybe even they can make the dessert and have you figure it out. Let's cut this over here. Okay, And as you can see, you have a little booklet with the picture, and here you would have a recipe. Oops, let's open this up. Recipe for a cake and how to cut it. And pretty simple style cutting it in this shape. Let me I think I do actually give you the shape itself, but I didn't print it out. So you can use the shape that I used to use as a template, or you can just cut it out on your own, whichever you choose. And that, my friends, is the end of the Parsha of Ki Tisa. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope your kids enjoyed it. Hope you learned a lot. And if you're interested in buying the whole bundle, you'll have instructions either at the side, above, or below. Don't know exactly where they put it. Anyway, have a great day.